going on, everybody? Right now we are in Soulmates in Seattle, Washington, and we are going to be going over Jordans 11 through 20 this time.
Ooh, they're going crazy for the first video.
Well, we got to see if 11 through 20 is better than 1 through 10.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so starting off the video with a very iconic sneaker, we got the Jordan 11, alright? Originally released in 95 for 125 bucks.
Look, at one point, Jordan brand was kind of iffy. You know, they considered this like the black sheep of the whole line.
Yeah, there's a lot of different elements to them that really make them stand out from the rest of the Jordan line. You got the patented leather, you got a clear rubber outsole right here.
Got the carbon fiber right here.
Yeah.
This was the best move that Jordan brand could have ever done, was introduce the patent leather.
Personally, when I think about these, I think about prom and wearing them with suits and weddings and whatever you can think of that you can wear without wearing a dress shoe.
If you think about it, it's like the perfect combination between like showing you're a sneakerhead, obviously, and then still being formal enough to wear to these events because of the patent leather.
Man, just going off of that, you know, obviously the Jordan 11, probably at one point one of my favorite Jordan models. That's where you see all the World Star riots videos. Like, that was when they allowed the first come, first serve. This is pre-raffle.
It got crazy. It got crazy.
Real crazy.
With that being said, though, no, speaking of holiday, though, at the peak of it, I gotta ask, Space Jams or Concords?
Oh, man.
Everybody has this debate.
At one point, obviously, you got the Concords. But over time, you just look at the Space Jams, it's, I don't know, the combination is way better.
It aged better somewhat. I can't really describe how, why,
I
when.
almost feel like this is almost like too white and black. This one right here is just, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I have to say, man, I'm going cool gray.
Cool gray.
I always said that.
I better see you in front of them all this winter. If they come out.
Cool gray 11.
It is rumored they're coming back out. Yeah. So I better see you get a pair.
Dope pair.
Speaking of that, does it seem like the 11 is getting a little disrespected right now? And, you know, do you think it'll come back?
They haven't stopped coming out since 2008. So every year they drop. So we talk about how much the ones have come out. Think about these. They come out every single year for the last 12 years.
The 11s, this is where Jordan brand makes their money. Okay, the fourth quarter, the end of the year, they don't care what colorway it is. You could change a little bit. Like, look at this.
End of the year, like MJ. Okay.
This right here is no different than Space Jams.
That is
but,
true.
You know, you tie in a little 72-10 theme to it, throw a little bit of red.
All right, guys, I gotta ask, with all that being said, we started off the last video with the Jordan 1s. This video with the Jordan 11s. Which one is more iconic?
Oh,
Okay,
11s.
That's kind of tough.
11s?
Really?
It's tough for you? 11s. Do you understand the significance of 11? Everybody wanted it at one point. The crazy riots you were just talking about. Crazy patent leather that you wear
like
for dress
cultural,
clothes.
you know what I mean?
Significance.
He beat the Sonics in them. What was Jordan doing in the ones?
That's true, because I was going to say, you do see more 11s on court. You know, whether it's other players rocking them. You don't really see a lot of people wearing ones.
Okay, just because the ones are hot right now, I'm going to give more respect to 11s right now.
Yeah,
I gotta
this was
agree.
like a whole
I gotta
era
agree.
of shoes.
I feel like they're gonna go ham in the comments. For
You let us know. You let us know,
don't
guys.
know.
More than 11s.
All right, starting off the video, Jordan 11s. Let us know what you think is more iconic, 1s or 11s. Let's move on to number 12. All right, so the next sneaker we have right here are the Jordan 12s, released in 96, all right? Interesting fact was these were based off the design of a Japanese flag. If you look right here in the sun rays of the stitching, you could definitely see the inspiration. And it's actually the first Jordan signature sneaker without any swoosh anywhere, all right? So obviously he really made a name for himself in this.
For sure. I mean, a lot of iconic moments. I mean, you got the flu games.
Wow.
You know, so all you guys that watched the Last Dance documentary, obviously, you know, he ate some pizza. Really, it was food poisoning, but they want to kind of dub it the flu games.
Yeah.
It sounds cooler.
You know, I mean,
if he would have shared the pizza, man, we would have known if it was really the flu or if he got poisoned, but he wanted the pizza all to himself.
It's a little bit embarrassing because no one knows.
As legendary as the flu game colorway is, my favorite one has to be the cherries, the white and red. It was my first Jordan ever that I found.
They haven't gave those a proper retro yet. Mine has to be the playoffs. Just a clean out. I mean, that was like my first Jordan as well. Definitely those.
I'm gonna have to say the taxis because I always wanted the Concords, but I couldn't get the Concords, and that's kind of like the closest like color scheme.
That's kind of a good alternative.
Yeah, I feel like the 12s, everybody has their own favorite. There's no like definitive colorway for those. But yeah, there we have it for the 12s. Let's move on to the Jordan 13.
And next up, we have the Jordan 13s that came out in 97, aka the black hats, okay? I mean, you look at it, it has characteristics, kind of a black hat, the little hologram eye right here.
That's the sickest part right here.
That is
The
the sickest
hologram is
part.
probably one of the coolest things I've
Okay,
ever seen.
I used to think that was the sickest part until I realized that this is the soul actually mimics like a paw.
This is
of a black
fire
hat.
as well. Yeah, that was actually his nickname, the Black Hat.
Yep.
In your guys' opinion, where does a 13 rank amongst 11 to 20? Do you rank it pretty high, or like, you know, not a lot of people talk about 13.
I've always felt like with the big tongue and everything, it was kind of hard to pull off with, you know, jeans and
just
I don't know, I
like-
rank it pretty low.
Just like the 7s and the 8s, how we were saying, they look better off foot than they do on foot, in my opinion.
Even with that being said, you have to admit there were so many iconic colorways. You got
That's
the
true.
Breads, the Flints,
He
the
got games.
playoffs, the He Got Game.
The playoff, no, the play. Okay, which one do you want to talk about first?
Okay, so you got the playoffs, which is kind of the all black pair.
The Slam
That-
magazine cover when he just had the eyeball right here,
Yes,
just
slip-on colorway.
super nice.
Then you got the He Got Games, which are the white and black ones.
Yeah. Do you guys remember in China they called them the pandas?
They call them the pandas.
Called
That's
them
so
pandas.
hilarious.
I was like,
we were at a sneaker store and he was like,
No, these are the pandas.
Johnny, I do think about the altitude story where you.
You
I
had to call me out again. I thought we were not going to talk about that today, Rich.
We were in math class and Johnny was like, "Yeah, I got the plug on like 15 pairs of altitudes." I was like, "How much?" And he's like, "They come out to like 80 a pop." I was
my
like,
goodness.
I'm cool, man. I'm gonna get
I
out
don't
of
even
this.
know how I got rid of them. I don't want to talk about it. It's not my proudest moment, but
It just sucks because you thought they were real.
Yeah.
You thought
the
you had a plug.
funniest part is after you got them in, a couple weeks later, I saw half the basketball team with them on their feet.
hey.
So you must have did something right.
12 pairs minimum.
Yeah, there we go, guys. The Jordan 13, solid sneaker still at the end of the day. Let's move on to the 14.
Next shoe up, the Jordan 14 came out in 1998 for $150, also known as the Last Shot, aka Richie's favorite shoe.
What is there to not like about these? Come on. Every time I've brought these up in the past, you guys always
Disgusting.
disgusted.
Disgusting.
I mean, look at the design of them. You got Zoom Air, the design based off of Ferrari.
That's why you
very
like 'em.
sleek.
That's why you like them.
The next move is the Ferrari.
I like Ferraris. Yeah, I like Ferraris. You like Volkswagen. You gotta look at this part. A lot of people don't know about this part right here. I used to think this was actually a defect in my pair, but it actually has a little vent for your sneaker to breathe.
That's
Little
kinda cool.
details like that. Come on.
Oh,
This is
wow.
like a little exhaust right here, man.
Look, when it comes to Jordan shoes, I don't need it to be all technical. I don't need all the
wow.
latest technology. Okay, I couldn't really get down with these. I sometimes get sucked into what the stories that come with.
First sneaker with metal lace tips and Jordan branding on
I
them.
will say, do you guys remember when they used to come out with the Jordan brand laces with the lace?
Yeah.
That still doesn't matter though. Okay, it does not make it any
love
better.
when he does that.
When
Hey,
it
what'd
comes
he
to
do?
the Jordan, when it comes to the
Where's
Jordan
that
14,
Jordan 13 paw print so I can show it on
Oh man, the 14s, I just couldn't get down with it. I just can't wear anything with these.
I can't
I
believe
couldn't
this.
pull it off.
It's for hooping. Tim,
Oh,
you don't
okay.
be hooping.
Oh,
wow.
This is the best basketball sneaker by far on the court. Let's move on to the 15. Doesn't seem like these guys like these that much.
Next up, we have the Jordan 15s, you guys, aka the flops.
AK the ugliest shoe out there.
Really? The ugliest?
I would say it's the ugliest Jordan out there.
on,
I say
Rich.
the 8s are uglier than these.
No.
These are a little sleeker, based off a jet, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
It's supposed to be his tongue sticking out. Like, that's why they have that weird. You know, we always wonder why there was that weird
That's
little thing
fire.
in the front?
That's fire.
No, it's not.
You like
bro.
two huge straps hanging out the Jordan 8s?
It looks better than
Oh,
this.
I gotta say the Jordan 8s are better.
That Carolina colorway, and they just because we have a bad example right here, the Carolina color in the 15s.
At least the Aquas.
fire.
Rich, they retro the 8s more than they do the 15s, okay? So that just tells you that Jordan brand knows
Yes.
this is a flop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm giving it some thought. You're right. You're right.
Oh, you're going hard for these right
You're
now,
right.
Rich. Come on,
The
man.
8s are better than the 15s. The 15s are horrible.
Do you guys think it's because he retired or they switched designers? I mean,
So
Tinker didn't
what
design this anymore.
I read is like since he wasn't on the court anymore, they commissioned like Michael Finley, Mike Bibby, Ray
Ray
Allen
Allen.
to rock the sneakers, and like it didn't really help. All right, enough talk about the 15s, man. Let's move on to 16. All right, so next sneaker we got the Jordan 16, very iconic for its removable shroud right here, patent leather, clear rubber at the bottom. What are your thoughts?
Pretty much, this is the bounce back from 15. Okay, 15
That's a
was
good point.
pretty much a flop, but everyone seemed to to actually like this design, I gotta say it's because of the patent leather.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it was such a big flop. They had to bring back the most iconic thing, the patent leather.
Hey, when in doubt, just bring back patent leather. You know what I mean? I would say it looks way better without the shroud.
Really, I like it with the shroud.
Really?
I think it gives like a nice.
Makes sense
sleek
because
look.
he's more on the court, you're off the court. So that's pretty much what it, you know.
Show him the
Every
cross.
time y'all bring,
Johnny,
don't-
show him the cross.
I'm
man.
not.
Yeah, just Jordan 16s. Obviously, I think these are very clean, but one of those that are just kind of hard to rock
Really
every
hard.
day. One thing that's kind of cool about them is you look right here on the Jordan, this is actually 16 lines.
A lot of facts I did not know.
That's what's cool about
Little
Jordan Brand. The
details.
little details definitely go a long way. All right, the Jordan 16s, not much else to say about these. Let's move on to a very, very iconic sneaker, the 17s. All right, so next sneaker, very hype right here, $200, which at the time was insane.
Crazy.
We got the Jordan 17.
And this is why. It came with a kind of like a bulletproof business. Like, they got a lot, it seems like they got a lot of cash in this thing right
A lot of
here.
people think about the Wizards,
Oh
obviously, very
gosh.
iconic. Even like the whole CD and everything.
I still, to this day, don't really know if you pop that CD in, like, what's in it? Like,
I don't-
No
I
one
don't think
actually used it.
No one actually
the
used it.
mixtape.
But just a lot of features in the sneaker. You got the visible zoom air right here.
Oh,
Did you,
man.
Rich, did you keep this on? Did you keep the peel off, peel on?
That was crazy. You had the shroud. You even had the lace locks.
Oh my gosh.
Just a lot going
Crazy
on.
details, man. I think about all the crazy colorways that they had. They had the white and red ones. They had the low tops.
The
They had-
lightnings,
with the
bro.
liner.
The lightnings. What was really cool about the lows is it had this like inside sock part where you could fold it up, gives you that high cut, and then you could tuck it into your shoe, and it gives it a really low cut.
That's sick.
So-
That's sick. I'm calling it right now. If they retro these 17s, it's not gonna be one of those newer retros that sit on the shelves.
Really?
They're gonna sell out.
Yeah, I would say favorite colorways, obviously, white and royal is really iconic because his return with the Wizards
Yup,
and
yup.
everything. The black on black right here. And then it's really clean when you do peel this off with the silver. Lightnings, he did wear those with the Wizards as well.
Yes.
Still want a pair. If anybody has an 8.5 or 9 out there, please hit me up in
I
the
rarely see
lightnings.
it. I rarely see it.
Yeah, I don't think these are I don't know if they are wearable anymore. It's been a lot of time, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
true.
To wrap up the Jordan 17, when I think of this shoe, I think of Michael Jordan and the Wizards, okay?
the farewell tour. The
Farewell
real
tour.
farewell
No
tour.
Chicago Bulls affiliation at all, but still a fire shoe.
Not Paul Pierce's farewell tour.
Oh,
The real farewell
How you
tour.
got- how do
All
you
right,
act, dude?
my bad, Paul Pierce.
Cheap shot, man.
All right, let's go on to 18. So moving right along, we got the Jordan 18 right here. What do you guys think of this?
Man, I automatically think about the crazy accessories that came with it. Came with a towel, came with a suede brush, and it even came with a driver's manual.
yeah. Well, I mean, this shoe, low key, one of my favorite ones. Past, 15, everyone was still on the retros, but I still appreciate the newer Jordans. I appreciate the price drop too, 175.
I think of the lows rather than the highs more with like Carmelo and the white and black pair with the velour on the inside.
Those are
With
nice.
that, those were really nice. Because to me, this button always
Yeah.
came loose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, I just know that this shoe right here was pretty much the last time we're really gonna see Jordan on the court. Okay, I think the man dropped 40 in the season.
So
one of these games.
his last game,
Yeah.
his 15th season, dropped 15 points in these right here. All right, Jordan 18. Let's move on to the 19.
Next up, we got the Jordan 19, pretty much the first shoe after Jordan retired officially.
Probably one of the most underrated Jordans in my opinion.
Man, even just thinking about this list actually might be better than the first list we talked about. It's just more interesting.
You're saying 11 through 20 better than 1 through 10. You're
I'm gonna have
officially
to say
saying
it.
it?
I'm officially saying it.
I got
It's definitely more interesting.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what I
more
mean?
stories to it.
But the 19s, man, came out in the standard one.
Yup.
Then you had the SEs, which people liked even more than
Because it
these.
didn't have the shroud.
And then you had the lows.
lows.
The lows.
Those didn't even look like 19.
No,
I don't even
no,
know
no,
what those look
not at
like.
all. I just remember going to a lot of outlets back in the day.
Yeah.
And that model was
SEs,
always
yeah.
there. For some
And the
reason.
lows, yeah.
Yeah.
I think of Carmelo with the Nuggets when I think of him.
They were
with the-
really trying to push him as like the face of Jordan brand.
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
gave
for
him that
sure.
shoe.
Speaking of the shoe, though, definitely very, very intricate. I mean, this part right here is crazy.
Oh my god, it almost feels like it's like moving. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind
Like a
of
snake.
yeah.
They dubbed these kind of like the Black Mamba before Kobe was so fascinated by the Black Mamba. So this was like the Black Mamba is what they
Oh,
call
I
it.
see where it.
But
Yeah.
look, at the
Probably-
end of the day, they brought back patent leather.
Make the people happy with the
Yeah,
patent
yeah,
leather.
they had to make sure, Jordan retires, bring back patent leather.
Yes, sir. All right, the 19 right here. Let's move on to the last sneaker in our video, the 20. All right, so last but not least, we do not have the sneaker in hand, but we have the Jordan 20. Ooh. Obviously iconic for the strap, Tinker coming back to design, and even the little engraving on the strap was crazy too. So what do you think about the 20s? What was your favorite?
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard Tinker was coming back for the 20th signature shoe, that right there just got me excited. But then when I saw the shoe, I was like, Tinker, what were you thinking? Like, I didn't understand it. I felt like the shoe overall was a low cut, and then the strap was so random. Because you can see your socks.
The strap throws you off. The strap throws you off. It's a very hard shoe to wear, you know what I mean? I heard it was because they were inspired by a motorcycle boot or something like that.
He was really focused on something that wasn't basketball, that it sounds like.
Exactly. But overall, with the Jordan 20, a lot of people would categorize it as like the start of people not really caring about Jordan signature sneakers anymore.
I hate to say it, man, but it's true.
It is what, like, I don't think people are gonna want the 21 through 30 video. So all right, you agree?
I gotta agree with that one.
All right, guys, thank you for checking out that Jordan's 11 through 20 video.
Look,
crazy.
This video is interesting. Okay, I don't love it. That's why I'm gonna go with the 1 to 10 over the 11 to 20. Man.
This is the history of the stories, man. He was in and out of the game.
I had funner doing this video than the first one.
I don't need all the technology.
Let us know what you guys think, 1 through 10 or 11 through 20. I want to hear what they have to say. But that's pretty much it. Huge shout out to Soulmates in Seattle, Washington, in the Capitol Hill area. If you guys are ever here, make sure you guys check them out. We'll leave their links in the description box below as well. Shout out Johnny, shout out Tan, and until next time, we out.
Peace.